7 things that count against you in a job interview. Turn-offs. Even if you are excellent at what you do, the hiring manager will be put off if you come off as an arrogant rock star jerk. There is no reason to settle for someone who will be challenging to work with for the next 3 to 5 years when there are many other excellent individuals on the job market actively looking for a new position. Managers and human resources personnel can tell immediately that you didn't complete your homework. They might inquire as to, "Why do you wish to work here? What is your knowledge about our business, mission, and range of goods and services?" Unable to respond to these kinds of elementary questions, the interviewers will be annoyed that you didn't bother to do any study on the company and will conclude that you don't really care about it. It's reasonable that you need and want a job, but it's too simple for HR to move on to a candidate who has a connection to the company when many other competent applicants are eager to work there. Interviewers find it annoying when candidates lack an elevator pitch that explains why they are the ideal candidate for the position in less than 30 seconds. Without a well-planned elevator pitch, you risk rambling, returning to high school jobs, talking in circles, and failing to provide specifics about your most recent responsibilities, prior roles, accomplishments, and how your abilities, education, experience, and other factors make you the ideal candidate for the position. To make matters worse, you'll be passed over if you forget to bring copies of your resume to an in-person meeting. Your resume contains spelling and grammar mistakes. Your LinkedIn profile is naked and lacking in any information about your professional accomplishments. You play hard to get, or you're difficult to schedule a meeting. Get your act together and don't be a jerk. While on a video conference or in person, you must make eye contact, even though it's uncomfortable. Fidgeting, jerking movements, and appearing disinterested are warning signs that something is awry. The manager will believe that you lack attention to detail, are disorganized, and are lazy if your background is messy, your room is dimly lit, your sound quality is terrible, and your technology is unreliable. Everybody encounters obstacles. Inform the interviewer as soon as possible if you will be late for the appointment, and provide an anticipated arrival time. It is seen as impolite and inconsiderate, and demonstrates a lack of regard for other people's time when you arrive late without admitting that you made the management wait for at least 15 minutes. When you exhibit a haughty demeanor and speak down to people, you are kissing your interview goodbye. If you behave harshly with security personnel, building entry staff, and receptionists, the boss will find out. You won't be asked back for more interviews if you treat someone disrespectfully during the hiring process. Nobody desires to work for or with a megalomaniac who believes they are an expert in everything. Be your genuine self and not a corporate, jargon-spewing drone. I've observed numerous interviewees alter their speech and behavior over the past 25 years. Instead of bringing their true selves to the meeting, they come across as a lifeless business drone who answers queries robotically and monotonously. The fact that so many of these folks have fantastic personalities, are outgoing, joyful, and have a terrific sense of humor has always amazed me. They've been given incorrect career advice to play it cool, be very serious, and not show too much of themselves instead of bringing their exceptional abilities to the table. There will be times when you are strapped for cash and unable to answer the phone or respond to an email. In the present job market, if you stop communicating for a few weeks or ghost the interviewer, they won't go looking for you. When negotiating your salary, exercise caution. Everyone aspires to earn a good living. But you must observe the space. It will be more difficult for you to negotiate your pay, bonus, stock options, perks, corporate title, and preferred work arrangement, such as a remote option if there is a surplus of qualified and competent applicants. You don't have to accept the first offer, but being overly aggressive in talks could backfire in this particular situation. The recruiting managers might not write you off, but they will probably put you on wait while they search for a candidate with more fair standards. The little things that count against you. It's possible that criticizing your previous manager, coworkers, and management group is the worst thing you can do. While it's acceptable to agree to disagree with coworkers, it's rude to criticize them in front of outsiders. The interviewers and recruiting managers will understandably assume that if the interviewee disparages their former coworkers, They may expect that they will most likely do the same when they move on to another company. Time to reevaluate and make the situation better. It's time to evaluate your actions if you continue to interview, and not called back for additional conversations, and have not received any job offers. Be truthful to yourself. Consider carefully how you come across. Are you bringing your bitterness and fury from your layoff to the interview? Do you become enraged when someone brings up your former workplace, and you criticize them? Being perceived as sour, angry, mistrustful, or hurt is unpleasant. To be fair, you might have worked in a bad office with slanderous coworkers and corporate spies. The trouble is that the new employer isn't sure whether the issue is with you or the previous one. When HR has a large pool of candidates to pick from, they will avoid hiring anyone who could potentially cause trouble for the business. They would be wasting their time betting on you. With so many people looking for work, hiring managers will give you the cold shoulder and go on to someone with a friendlier demeanor who matches the company culture. Remember that hiring managers, recruiters, and human resource specialists are looking for people who are upbeat, motivated, enthusiastic, confident, and kind. It's overused yet accurate. If given the option, we would all like to work with intelligent, competent individuals who have a positive attitude, are a good influence, and won't bring any needless baggage to the organization.